me say good morning to our listeners, good morning to viewers wherever you are listening to Classic Radio and viewing GBN TV. Good morning to you once again. Hope all is well with you. What about those of you on our social media platforms? Good morning to you. Welcome. And certainly hope all is well on a beautiful Thursday morning here in the Spice Isle. Well, usually on Thursday we host various departments within the RGPF. So waiting. I gave them a little bit of a 5 minutes delay before I started the program this morning. Haven't seen no one arrive, have received no information of a cancellation, so the show has to go on, as they would say. So, folks, who's going to reach us having an open line edition of To The Point this morning, folks. So, that's where I'm going to invite you, listeners and viewers over there. Give me a call, 435-2041, 435-2041. No particular subject matter, of course, is open this morning, which means that you can call in, share your views, your concerns. You probably have a solution to an issue that is, of course, that's of concern to you. And you think, hey, this is what I could do about this, or what could be done about that, and let's do that. So the lines are opened, 435-2041, and the call's already started. Let's say good morning to our first caller. Caller, you're live. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, GT. Good morning to your listeners and your viewers. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to contribute this morning in your open line. Now, listening to your program, to the radio station this morning, a number of issues came up. And one of the things that keep coming up, that people keep confessing, of the individualistic nature of our society, this society has become. And the difficulty I have is that we pretend that we don't know why it is like that. Since 1983, when everything was done to dismantle anything that was collective, creative, and depending on support of one another, we end up in a situation where you have pure selfishness. In fact, a few weeks ago when I was at a trade union, they said that we are a dog-eat-dog society, which is true. And until we have the courage to face the truth that we have contributed as a nation to this decadence by pretending that we could have got salvation through the U.S. invasion. Secondly, the callous way some of the people who were installed by the U.S. have gone dismantling and destroying this country. You know, a member of one of the European Parliament said recently that Haiti is the situation it is because it's been punished for the revolution, for them being the first country to shake off slavery and so on, and also abandoning or removing racism from its constitution. And I have always said that Grenada has also been punished for different ways, and there's some ways that we must be embarrassed. You know, some years ago in the 80s, we voted in support of the apartheid regime, either through abstention or on the structural U.S. There are many things. This is why Mandela didn't come to Grenada. There are certain things low-hanging fruits we could deal with. We have to remember, one of the first things that those folks did was to change the names of institutions that was done during the revolution, and that's like, for instance, Fort Rupert, Appeal, Secondary, Bernard Bailey, Richardson, Harold Richardson, Secondary, and the others that are not coming to mind now. Now, these things, as has been done in Burkina Faso and the other Sahel countries where pride and confidence is being bestowed. Same thing that Marcus Garvey spoke about. If you don't have confidence in yourself, you're already defeated. And our people walk around, waiting on instruction by and large, whether it's in the financial business or anything. And all we think about is getting a certificate in one way. Why our society, deteriorate? We said that the stadium, for instance, would bring this kind of development, and look at the stadium. It's barely used.
Caller, one sec. Let me ask you this. I have listened to all that you have said, and why, if I may ask you the question, why have, as being a younger society now, I mean, the vast majority of individuals in Grenada are younger for individuals, if you check between the age range, why have we have not moved beyond that particular way of thinking right now? Why haven't we have not?
Because it's embedded. It's like asking people to not have the effect of slavery present with us without doing some therapy and so on, unless we really come to terms and accept us that we have contributed by and large the adults in this generation, I mean this time. We have contributed because we wanted a visa, I mean, I heard on your own program recent, not yours, but the radio station, somebody saying you have to be careful what you put on Facebook because if you want a visa, you might not be able to get it. Look at how we conning ourselves. If you want to be expressive, once you're responsible, then go ahead and do it. Don't, because X might not give you a visa. I'm saying to you, the main point I want to get to
go right ahead, GT.
is to come to my pet peeve thing. We need to come to that stage where we reignite, reorganize ourselves into communities. We need to. We're facing so much problem, and then we just having knee-jerk, reactive. Thing to it. We could solve a lot of the problem, but we have to be bold and brave and accept that we have messed up. And not all this God stuff that we're doing, Mama Guy, we said, this wouldn't do us anything. We need to really, because God is within us and among us, through us, and in nature and everything, we need to, celebrate God by treating each other different. And we're going to do that by confessing to one another that we have messed up each other.
All
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that will be my final caller in this segment. I think my guests have arrived. So let me get them settled in just a wee bit, and we come back. And of course, I'm not sure which particular department is with us this morning, but let me get them all settled in, and suddenly we'll continue with this edition of To The Point. And my apology for not being able to take more calls within this segment. So let's take that break, and we're coming right back. Stay with us, To The Point.
And I will be specializing in the distance races at the Classic Lighted Communal Invitational Games, May the 17th and the 18th at the Kirani Gents Athletics Stadium. See you there.
Grenada, the time has come. It's the big showdown in the first ever Classic Lighted and the Communal Credit Union Invitational 2025. Come witness the Royal Grenada Police Force and His Majesty's prison officers take on the nation's busmen and women in an epic 4x1 relay. Then it's Flow versus DG Cell. And don't miss out, Nawasa, who will be flooding Glen in the ultimate relay. All this and more, May 17th and 18th. At the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Adults $30, children $15. Season passes are available. It's a showdown like no other. Be there.
Get ready, Grenada. The Maggie King of the Grill is back and bigger than ever. On Saturday, June 7th, Monroe's playing field transforms into the ultimate battleground for grill masters. Think you got what it takes? Then fire up those grills and show your skills. Registration closes Friday, April the 11th. So don't miss your chance to compete for that sizzling prize and bragging rights. It's food, fun, and flavor, all powered by Maggie. To register, call 407-8458. Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules. See you there.
Hey GBN family, we've got a brand new home on Facebook and you need to be there. Follow us now on Facebook at Grenada Broadcasting Network -GBN. Stay updated with the latest news, sports, entertainment, and everything Grenada. Don't miss out. Like, follow, and share. Grenada Broadcasting Network. Stay informed. Stay ahead. First with the news.
once again, listeners and viewers. Welcome. It's To The Point for today, Thursday, the 15th day of May, 2025. Let me say good morning to my guest with me this morning. Of course, this is a return. This gentleman has returned with me once again. Of course, the female officer, of course, is no stranger to the point, to being on To The Point. Nice to have you back. It's been a while.
It's been 1 year.
It's been
It's been a year.
It's been a year already.
Yes,
yeah,
1 year.
Time flies. Time flies. Good morning to you both, and welcome once again. All right.
Thank you very much.
Let's get it started off this morning with the conversation. We're talking Police Week 2025. You're going to share with me this morning some of the events that are coming up. Everything that will be taking place for 2025 Police Week activities. Let's get it rolling. And I'm going to kick it off this morning. I'm giving you all the opportunity to say what you got to say as relation to Police Week 2025.
Okay, so we're grateful for another opportunity to be on your program once more, GT. We're here this morning to speak about Police Week 2025. It is another fun time, and not only fun, but it also encompasses the police meeting the public. We're meshing together, and we're looking to improve on that relationship that we have. We're looking to build on that relationship that we have. So Police Week 2025, it's not only about the police, but here we are once more to partner with the public to get them on board, to buy into our initiatives, for us to understand where they're coming from, understand their perspectives, understand their challenges, and we have that opportunity for both spectrums to meet in this one common place. Police Week provides that opportunity, so we are grateful for this opportunity once more.
Great. So you say Police Week 2025 will encompasses the opportunity where the police and the public will be congregating. To put it
Exactly.
together in most of the activities that will be taking place. How are these activities per se will be geared towards the public involvement, a whole lot?
Now, tying into what, before we get there, tying into what Sergeant McLean was saying in terms of getting the communities meshing together, we developed a team, and the team incorporates the spirit of what we want to achieve.
Yes.
And that team is united in service, committed to community.
United in service, committed to community.
So that's the theme for Police Week 2025.
Okay.
Right.
The reason for a team of that nature, I understand it's involved the community, the public of the whole, everyone.
Definitely.
And that's a moral where the team is centered around.
Definitely.
All right.
We want to encourage participation, encourage inclusion of the public, because of course we can have effective policing without having the public involved or the community involved.
Agree.
And people always think that is one versus the other, one and the other, but it's all of us in this together.
Because the police can never do their work without the involvement of the community.
Exactly.
You understand? There's no way with you being separate from them, from the community.
Exactly.
Nothing will be done effectively. You will get things done, but it will not be done in an effective way.
Exactly.
Let's say it in that way. All right.
Okay, so prior to the week of Police Week itself, because Police Week will run from June 7th to the 14th. Right. But prior to that, we have a number of activities that are geared towards a kind of build up. So we're building the vibe to the ultimate week itself.
All right.
So prior to Police Week itself, we will have hardball cricket. As I said, we have a mix of different activities. Our hardball cricket will be held on the 20th. That's next week. That's the preliminary round.
And that just encompasses all the
clubs
within
all of the clubs within the police force. We have 4 clubs within the police force. We have Ogilvy, James, Bidor, and Clarkson.
Okay.
And they're all named after past commissioners of police.
All right, great.
And all of the members of the force, inclusive of our civilian staff, or we don't leave anyone out. Everybody is part and parcel of the entire celebration. We include them in all of the clubs, and we have different competitions. So we begin with the hardball cricket next Tuesday, and I will hand over to Corporal Reddit, who will speak about the preliminary for the debate.
Okay.
Right. So I'm privileged to be the debate coordinator for this year.
All right.
So I'm very passionate about debate because I'm an avid debater myself for the past couple of years. I don't know, Mr. McLean, have you?
Yes.
Right. And we have my club, which is Clarkson. We have been champions for a couple of years.
Seems like you continue to hold up that.
Definitely. No, I wouldn't be debating this year because I'm the coordinator. So I wish them the best.
All right.
I have to be on equal ground, so I can't take sides.
That's it.
But the debate competition is one that is normally highly anticipated. Mm-hmm. It's an event that is normally competitive, at the same time entertaining and educational. So we're inviting the public to come out. The debate will be the preliminaries. Will be set at the Grenada Boys Secondary School, GBSS.
All right.
We're asking the whole of Grenada to come out if you can, not just the surrounding communities. Come out and witness greatness.
I don't think the GBSS will
can take it.
can accommodate you, but
we want to test it. So the debate is scheduled for the 21st of May, next week Wednesday.
okay.
Right, and we have some very, very interesting topics that will be debated. So the debate will be going A versus B and C versus D.
Okay.
The winner of A and B will go against the winner of C and D for first and second, and the losers will go for third and fourth.
Understand
Yeah.
that. All right.
Yes. So the first topic that will be debated is be it resolved that CARICOM has failed to meet the needs of small island states.
All right.
Very relevant topic.
Very relevant.
Something that's happening now.
Yes.
Current affairs.
Definitely.
That's correct, yeah.
And the second debate will be to resolve that life skills should be prioritized over academic subjects in secondary schools.
That's another
Very
interesting.
thought-provoking.
Very
So you're sure to have a good time, you're sure to come out and at least learn something. But that will be the preliminaries. The finals will be held on Friday, June 13th at the River Sally Government School.
All right.
Right. And it would be, we want to spread it out a bit because we want to incorporate the communities all over Grenada.
All right.
So,
All right.
yes.
How usually is the debate held in prior? I mean, I've never really attended one of the debates, so I'm trying to get some knowledge of how it's done. Is it done within the same clubs within the departments?
Within the same clubs. Now, in the past, we've included other entities. But this year we just doing the clubs this year. So we have
Can I keep it in house?
We're keeping it in house.
All right.
But we're still calling on persons to come and witness greatness.
All right. All right.
You know, persons normally see officers being strict on the road, issuing a ticket or charging persons. This is an opportunity to come and see officers in a more relaxed environment and to see the skills that they possess. Because
not only being in control, but so how they can
exactly.
be, and patterns can be directed in
highly intelligent officers.
So true.
And this is an opportunity to witness the greatness, right? So the preliminary ones will start at 5 p.m. next week on Wednesday, and then the finals at 6 p.m. in River Sally on the 13th of June. So we're inviting everyone to come out. And of course, we would be putting out ads on our Facebook page, so persons will be educated and informed of when the events will be happening and how they will be taking place. So come on out, one and all.
All right, let's hear about the events coming up.
Okay. So following that, we have next Thursday our preliminary football competition amongst the competing clubs again, and it will be at Montrouge playing field. 3 p.m. is central location, easy access, keen competition, and we're inviting everyone as well to be a part of that. The football finals as well will fall within the week of Police Week, and it will be at Montrouge again from 3 p.m. That's on the 11th of June. So we'll have the first and third place playoff in the finals. Following that, we have our road race. We're bringing the road race back with a bang this year. Following our hiatus from COVID-19, we have not had road races over the last Police Week celebration. So we're happy to have it back, and it will be on the western side of the island. It will start at 9 in the morning. We get the nice, fresh, cool weather.
Hopefully.
Members of the members of the public are also encouraged and invited to be a part of this activity with us. We have prizes. We forget to mention we have prizes. We have prizes for all of the competitions. So we will cater specifically for our community friends who are interested in joining us. For
so that's where members of the community are also invited to be part of the road race, or is it just
they can join? They can join with us.
Just as a regular
they can join with us. The clubs will run to give the members will run to give their clubs a point. And so, but members of the public, you are encouraged to come along. You can walk, you can run.
I asked the question because, of course, the theme encompasses, wanting the community involvement.
Definitely.
So that's why I asked the question if everybody is encouraged to be part of that. There could be those clubs that are not police officers, but if they are allowed want to participate, as a mean of just being part of it, they're allowed to. All right. So there's a process they will have to sign up or anything. If just in case a club, probably members of a club are listening to us this morning and they want. Do they have a process for that, or the
clubs are actually already mobilizing their people.
Okay.
They don't take that lightly because a lot of bragging rights involved. So
I guess they will want to know the best of the best.
And speaking about the clubs mobilizing, there are some civilian who are
very dear to some of the clubs.
Okay.
Yeah, so they would also mobilize some of the civilians who are very dear and close to the clubs. So moving
serious business.
serious. On the Tuesday, 27th of May, we have our first divisional day, and our divisional day will encompass all of our policing divisions. We have 4 policing divisions. However, for Police Week, we've split it into 5.
Okay.
So we have the Northern District. They will have their separate Police Week at a later date. We will speak about it when we have all the information finalized.
Okay.
We have Central Division split in 2. So we have Central North and Central South.
All right.
We have the Western Division and the Eastern Division. So Central South would host the first divisional day on Tuesday, 27th May. The second divisional day will be held by the Eastern Division, that's Grenville side, part of St. Patrick's and part of St. David. They would be on Thursday, 29th May, 2025. The divisional day number 3, Central North, will be on Tuesday, 3rd June, and divisional day number 4, that's the Western Division, Gov, part of St. Mark, the whole of St. Mark and part of St. Patrick will be on Thursday, 5th June, 2025. So the divisional day will basically cover divisions coming up with some initiative that will be beneficial to the public and the police.
Okay.
Something that will be of mutual benefit to both parties. So you come up with a project, you come up with some outreach.
All right.
Something that is creative, something that is a need within your policing area.
Yeah.
You don't just jump and say, well, let's plan to paint the road. How will that impact the community? How will that impact the challenges that you're faced with as a division? If you have a problem with delinquency among youth, you may look to tailor a project that will address these issues. So we're looking at the relevance of the project, the impact, and all of that for Police Week. So you must do something that is significant and something that is impactful.
So I guess the division will be left to do some consultation within their particular.
Well,
is it something of that nature? Where they could speak to the. Well, I'm not sure.
They're supposed to be in a position where they know what the challenges are.
In the different.
Yes.
Because it has to be done with the community, for the community.
Right.
And even more importantly, it has to be a continuous thing. It can't be a one-off.
All right. It doesn't mean because it's Police Week we do it.
Exactly.
No. Something leading to next year and so forth.
Yes.
All right. All right. There's a judging process for that also?
Yes, we have a judging process. We have discussed having members of the public and past police officers to be a part of the judging panel. We came up with a rubric so that they can use to judge this person against the other, and you have a standard to be met. We have discussed and formulated all of that already.
Okay.
So some members of the public will be coming to you for your unbiased judging. So these are all parts of the divisional day. They would also incorporate other aspects, like maybe have a little musical entertainment from the police band and other initiatives, maybe kid-friendly, children-friendly initiatives within the divisional day as well.
Okay, great.
Right, so that would be a major one for all the divisions on mainland. We also have
the netball and basketball competition.
Right.
All right.
And well, then, of course, the netball competition, the ladies will be out, and then the guys will be out. It'll be held simultaneously on Wednesday, the 28th of May. At 3 p.m. at the Grand Dance Hard Court.
All right.
And I always like these sessions because as opposed to being in the station and you have the rank structure, you have to report to the sergeant or the inspector or the ASP. When you're on the basketball court and the netball court, we're all on equal ground.
Yes.
You know? So
the ranking positions now is on level playing field.
It's non-existent.
All right. And I guess it's all part of the clubs taking part in the
Definitely.
competition.
It'll be held in the same way. A and B going up against each other.
Okay.
C and D, and then the winners go up against each other.
All right.
Yes. So they'll all be held on the same day.
Let's take a break, and when we come back, we of course, I guess there's a lot of events coming up, so there's much more. We ain't just gonna get all inside of this segment. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we talk some more. Stay with us, folks, and we'll be right back after the break. Don't touch it out.
Climate change.
Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, the Grenada Love Story, featuring Robert White and Lisa Grappi, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're hard on me.
4 big performances, Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May at the Grenada Trade Center, Saturday 31st May and Sunday 1st June at Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Get your tickets at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grand Anse, Gittins Health and Wellness Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. David Pharmacy, St. Andrew Pharmacy, Art and Soul Boutique at Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, and GoToFed.com. Breaking out. Come out and enjoy Grenadian theater at its best.
This ad complements Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited.
Hello, my name is Annie Wildy. I specialize in the middle defense event. I will be participating in this year's Classic Lighting Communal Games, May 17th and 18th at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. See you there.
GBN presents the 2025 Maggie King of the Grill, Saturday, June 7th, Montrouge Plainfield from 11 a.m. Our partners, Maggie, the secret of great flavor, Grenada Distillers Limited, makers of Clark's Court, Grenada's #1 rum, Grenada Paper Products, makers of Cherish, Spring Soft, Harbour Bay, and Super Value Toilet Paper, and Royal, Quick and Easy, and Horizon Paper Towels, Budget Foods Inc., Classic Lighting, and Blue Bubbles PA Rental and Event Supplies. It's the 2025 Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules.
Coming up, crop overs already in the air, along with all the hype. They conquered the Caribbean, now they're ready for the world. Solid financial support joins the battle.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to The Point for today, Thursday, the 15th. And, of course, the officers is with me this morning here on today's program. And we're talking Police Week 2025. We're speaking about most of the events that will be coming up for this week. And now we continue. So, once again...
Right, so just to start again, it's always good to mention the team united in service, committed to community. You know, if anything you have to remember from that is what we want persons to embody in this Police Week 2025. And starting off on an upbeat note, we have the police dance on Friday the 30th of May 2025 at 9 p.m. Apart from all the athletics and the running, and so we need to shake a leg, you know.
Yeah, the entertainment has to chip in there for some reason.
Definitely. So this is an opportunity for the public to come out and shake a leg with the police officers, socialize. We need to socialize to build that relation.
You do. You can't always have that tense moments, all right.
Definitely.
Have to free up.
And to be held at the Water Club at Telesford.
All right.
As you said, we want to disperse it as much places as possible on the island, so we can meet up with different communities and gain valuable information and knowledge, and just
All right. Tell us. I'm all ears this morning. I want to hear all of the activities that are coming up again. So we just wrapped up on the dance.
Yes. Right. So we also have a fiesta.
All right.
And our fiesta entails cricket matches. Windball cricket amongst the competing clubs. We also have teams from the community who will come out with us and play cricket. We have board games at the fiesta. We call it the cricket fiesta, but it entails other aspects as well. So we'll have board games, we'll have cards, we'll have a play area for children with bouncy castle and so on. And that will be on Sunday, 1st of June at Lassages in St. Davis. So we hit another area again. We just came from Telescope with the dance and we're going down to Lassages. Right, so we're spreading it out nice and balanced so that everyone gets a taste of Police Week. So during that fiesta as well, we are looking to feature our retired officers.
Okay.
They are the ones who paved the way for us. They are the ones who made a lot of the sacrifices. So it's only fitting that we remember them, that we honor them, and we think that is a great way to do that. So we do not want them to think that they made all their contributions to
and it's done
the organization to the country and we forgot them. We always have them dear to our hearts, and we want to show them that on that special day. So if you're a retired police officer and you're listening, you're a retired police officer relative, mark that date down because we are expecting to see you because we want to treat you like the royalty you are.
Well, I'm assuming some arrangements will be made.
We will have transportation and so on. So you'll reach out to us. Royalty treatment. So if you don't have any transport to get to the venue, we have a list of our retired officers. In fact, they have a group chat, so we will send some of the information to them. Those who are in need of transportation and so on to get to the venue to and from, we make that arrangement for them. Yeah, we are grateful for their service, so we treat them as such. Right? So remember the date, Sunday, 1st June, Last Address Plainfield.
And that's part of the fiesta, as you mentioned.
That is part of the entire cricket fiesta. And part of that fiesta, we have the police as well. We invite members of the community. We provide meals.
Okay.
So when you come to the fiesta, we just ask you to come with your tummy empty because we will be filling them, right? So we have a variety of things that we have on the menu. Whether we do provision and saltfish, we do maybe an oil dong, or we do a pilau, we do barbecue. Different dishes will be done at the venue on the day. And just come with your empty tummy. A lot of fun, lots of food.
As you said, cricket fiesta, but it's more like a social event.
Social event.
More like a social event. All right.
Moving into the week of police activities itself, police week itself. Police week itself.
We were just talking about the pre-activities.
So those are the
build-up.
So the week itself, is saying everything, put God first.
Yes.
So on that note, we'll be starting with our church service.
All right.
Which should be held on Saturday, the 7th of June. And that will be held from 9 a.m. At the St. George's Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Okay.
So I'm inviting persons to come out and worship. We have to thank God for what He's done for us, keeping us safe throughout the years, what He's doing and what He will continue to do. So we want persons to come out and worship with us and give God thanks and praise.
All right.
Amen. Yes.
He has to be included there somewhere.
Definitely.
Yes. All right. So after we're through the church service, we've given thanks, we've given praise, and we're grateful for another police week. We go on to a community outreach. GT would notice a trend.
Yes.
Community.
I mean, it all goes with the theme and how the conversation started this one, how we want 2025 police week to be. From the preliminary stages to where we go into the actual week of activities now. The community will be involved.
Yes. So for the community initiative, the community outreach will be partnering with the Western Division.
Okay.
They have planned an outreach at Montreach in St. Patrick, and we are on board with them to be a part of that outreach. So for that outreach, we'll be partnering with other stakeholders. So we'll have health fair, community social activities. The police band will be there. We'll have distribution of clothing item or food supplies, a wide range of things. So we're not only coming there to hear your cry and to pity you or to maybe give you words of encouragement, but we're coming with tangible stuff as well.
All right, something will be offered.
Things will be offered. So we have the health services provided, we'll have clothing items, we'll have food stuff and so on. So we're inviting the persons in the community of Montreach, whatever your challenges are, your issues are, the police is there to help you. And we're reaching out to you on Sunday, the 8th of June, and you're an integral part of police. Montreach people are supposed to be jealous of you all right now.
So you say now all the various divisions will be going to Montreach.
We're going to Montreach.
Or be part of the Western Division.
Right. It's the Western Division initiative, but we're just teaming up with them. Making it a
all the divisions will be coming together.
Everybody's coming together with them. So
as they would say, Montreach will have it there on that.
Montreach have it logged that day. Yes, Montreach have it logged that day.
All right.
Right. Following the community outreach on Monday, the 9th of June, that's a public holiday. All right. We'll be having our athletics meet.
Now that's my favorite day in Police Week.
Yes.
And it's very exciting, very competitive.
I have been at it a couple of times, a couple of years, and it's always interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Tag war and all of these things.
All of that. I'm a great athlete. Last year I took part in a race. It was 2 of us and I came second. So I got a silver medal.
At least you won.
It was good.
I got a silver medal. It was 2 of us in the race though.
2 of them in the race.
Yeah.
So somebody bought one of you on. Okay, and regularly somebody beats you.
I love Athletics Day because it's so competitive and so comical at the same time.
Yes.
You know, you come and you see officers.
Two female officers.
Exactly.
It was 2 sergeants at the time.
At the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm an avid participator, especially there's a special event that people should look forward to on Sports Day. It's called the Brenty Obstacle Course.
Yes.
So you go through an obstacle, and then the final obstacle you go through is this board with grease on it. You have to run and slide up that board and get.
Where does these ideas come up for those obstacle races that you all Coach Richard come from? Where does the ideas come from?
And the Brenty obstacle race is something that was instituted, that was named after an officer who was killed in the line of duty.
I remember that particular officer.
He was really good at that.
At that event, so it was named after him.
Great.
So it will be held at Progress Park. And it is rumored that there will be a media stakeholders race. So,
really?
GT, I don't know how you.
You see, I was kind of keeping quiet in that for that whole thing there, but since you mentioned it,
you know.
You need to start warming up GT.
Yeah.
We also invite.
What sporting event I can participate in? I haven't gotten the call yet.
We have the eating race. I'm not sure if you like eating.
I wonder why she went there.
I got to say 60-meter dash.
So we'll also be inviting some of the clubs that we have, the Police Boys and Girls Club,
all right.
and other clubs or organizations that we partner with to be a part of this activity.
Okay.
Last year we had the athletics meet at Progress Park, and it was a success.
Really good.
It was really good. In the future, we're looking to move it around to different parts of the country. We're going to go to the Western Division and so on. But for now, we're going back to Progress Park, and we're planning on having a great time at Progress Park as well.
All right.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
On Thursday, the 10th of June, we're planning an investiture ceremony, and that will involve members of the police force being awarded their various badges of honor, their ribbons, their medals, and so on. So we have accolades such as the Policeman of the Year, the Woman Police of the Year, community policing, bravery, all of these. People who may have long service, good conduct, long service as long as 30 years and so on, they would be awarded at that special ceremony on Thursday, the 10th of Tuesday, the 10th of June.
Definitely.
We spoke about the football finals already. The handball cricket finals will also be within that week. Corporated spoke about the debate finals. And to wrap up the week, we have an award ceremony. We call it the Knights of the Ranks. It involves celebrating persons of the lower ranks. So what we also incorporated in that event is a prize giving ceremony. So all of the events from Police Week, all of the competitive events from Police Week, the winners and the clubs will be awarded on that night. We began that last year, and it was a success. It was great. People love the initiative, they love the idea, and it's really a time for us to really wind down and socialize and kind of get the week behind us in a way. But it's a great time for officers to come together to be awarded and to socialize, really.
All right. Also, officers get to meet officers from other divisions.
Sometimes you see people for the first time.
And you say,
there's a lot of officers I haven't seen in years.
So you get to catch up and all of that. So it's a nice event. It's a classy event. You're expected to dress formally, put on your best wear. Sometimes you pass people straight because you're accustomed to them in the red stripe. And now you see them in this nice glittery dress, a nice hairstyle, a nice suit.
Is that really you?
Yeah, exactly. You know. So it's a great time, and we usually look forward. This is one of the highlighted events for Police Week, but it would be limited to police officers only.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Great. The main expectations for Police Week 20. What are the main expectations for this year's Police Week?
We're looking to improve really on our relationship with the public. We're looking to have greater collaboration with the public, GT. We speak about a lot of fun things, a lot of initiatives, but we want to have that greater impact on our community. Our community, they're important to us. As Corporate Ed said earlier, without the public's support, without their input, without their involvement, what we do really means nothing. Really. So we are grateful for this particular week of activities to further push that point home, push that that to drive it home that we need the public. Without the public, we're basically just going around in circles.
I mean, always enhancing the relationship with the public, is important for the police. As I mentioned in the initial stages, the police is whatever the success that you achieve depends on the public participation. That participation from communities and individuals within the public. So if there's some animosity that may have developed, we hope it could be remedied.
That can be
always. You understand? Within this Police Week activities, and not only the Police Week, but through the years, throughout the entire year, all activities that take place, and just how you mesh with the community creates that ease of getting things taken care of.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
So we're looking forward for that,
All right. We drew for a break. Let's take it. When we come back, we got some more. And if there's a listener who may want to ask a question or two as relates to Police Week, of course, feel free to do so the next segment when we come back. And if anything we want to highlight, we'll turn that the next segment when we come back. All right? Definitely. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back. Don't touch it out.
Hello, my name is Ethan Sam. I am your two-time character medalist, and I'll be participating at the Classic Lightning Communal Invitational, May 17 and 18 at the Crown James National Stadium. See you there.
Grenada, the time has come. It's the big showdown in the first ever Classic Lighted and the Communal Credit Union Invitational 2025. Come witness the Royal Grenada Police Force and His Majesty's prison officers take on the nation's busmen and women in an epic 4x1 relay. Then it's Flow versus DG Sal. And don't miss out, Nawasa, who will be flooding Glen in the ultimate relay. All this and more, May 17th and 18th. At the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Adults $30, children $15. Season passes are available. It's a showdown like no other. Be there.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm committed to us?
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion. If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m., and Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Saturday, June 7, 8 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and Go to Fit at $75. Sponsors Bryden and Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Trios Auto, Corp Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Urias Peters. Don't you miss it.
You better come back, boy. You better come back.
One of the things that I like about pediatrics is that it's never just about the child, it's also about family, extracurricular activities, sports, school, all of those things we get involved in. I think one of the nice things is also that it's about empowering families, or giving them the knowledge that they need. It's actually about forming a community of people who support each other. We're in this parenting journey together.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers. Once again, with me this morning, we have, of course, Officer McLean. I always keep to Corporal Reddit. I always forget to put your rank in particular.
Sergeant McLean.
Sergeant McLean. Let me remember that. So that stuck with me now. No,
Yes.
that's what that's looking at me now.
But after 1 year GTE,
I'm the worst remembering people's names. Honestly, sometimes. There are those who I remember easily, but there are some I just, because maybe sometimes not everyone is always there. there, even though they come, but sometimes not always there. And I'm the worst at names, so I just beg people forgiveness on that. All right, don't forget, listeners and viewers, if you do have any questions relating to Police Week activities, maybe there's an idea of a citizen out there who maybe have an idea about something that you think could do, especially when the community outreach part of it, and they think maybe the police could participate in that.
Definitely.
Or maybe there's some plan a particular organization within the community is having, and they may like the police participation. Maybe they haven't contacted you directly yet, but maybe it's a preempt on that. They could probably call and make that. That is no problem. Yeah, what I want you to do as we move on with just the final moments of today's program, maybe we could re-highlight some of the key activities that you made. We'll just remind listeners and viewers about again.
Okay, so I think the most important to me for all of the activities would be the divisional days.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because of the kind of impact we expect the divisional days to have on the community. Because as I said, and I would keep reiterating, this is all about having a better relationship with the public.
Yes.
I can't stress that enough.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Once we have that, and we have a good relationship with the public, but we just want it to be better.
Yes.
Right? And we don't
constant improvement.
We want it to improve constantly because we cannot afford to be in a state where we're not having that collaboration with the public.
Definitely.
So we want to keep on building on that relationship with the public, and hence my reason for choosing the divisional days, because the police has provided an opportunity to reach out to the community in a massive way. We do it all the time, but now we're going big.
Yeah.
We're going big. We're not going home. We're going really, really big for that divisional days, and we're breaking it up so all of the different communities within the division can be impacted in some way.
Yeah.
And as you said earlier, if someone has an idea, and it's a competition, yes, but at the same time, it's a competition that will bring some kind of meaning, some kind of impact to the community.
The police should think about everything, or in particular division to think about everything that they want to do, and sometimes that particular initiative could be one that could be, stand out a whole lot for that particular division.
Exactly, and added to that, as we said, we have ongoing initiatives. So sometimes your particular suggestion may not be the top one for that time, but it can be something that can be done in the future as we go on. Right, as we go on. Right. So we welcome the ideas, we welcome suggestions, because that is another opportunity for us to collaborate with the public again. So we are grateful for any suggestion that you may have that you think can improve the quality of the product we're trying to deliver on the divisional days. So remember the dates: Tuesday, 27th May. That's for the Central South Division, the South St. George Police Station, the Coast Guard, the SSU, these areas in that policing area. Right. Divisional day number 2.
And they don't have an actual location where they'll be having divisional days.
It's to be determined. Yes, so that information would be shared on our social media platforms as we go forward.
Okay.
Divisional day number 2 would be the Eastern Division. That would be Grenville and the surrounding areas. I know Mr. Thomas and them, they're cooking up a storm in Grenville. ASP Thomas and his team, they're not easy on the East GT. And they would be coming out with a bang, and I know they're coming hard. They're going hard too.
Well, they're competing, right?
Yeah, it's a competition, yes. So that would be on Thursday, the 29th of May. They would provide the venue as well. On the 3rd divisional day, we have Central North, and that would be Central Police Station, the fire station, and all these departments within this area. So that would be on Tuesday, the 3rd of June. And divisional day number 4 would be the western side of the island, the Gulf people. And I know how Gulf people like to support their things.
Yes.
They come out in their numbers, And strange enough, GT, this is one of the communities where the police get a lot of collaboration. They get a lot of support.
Great.
People may have a kind of they may have a belief about that particular community, but some of the experiences are actually different. Yeah.
Sometimes it's one of the least trouble spots you hear about for some reason or the other.
Yeah.
You understand? So, besides what you may hear, the overall conversation, but sometimes you happily hear everything of a major happening.
Very true.
They protect the activities. Once you start giving trouble in Gulf, they would protect the activities. Yeah.
And there's always someone from not really someone within the community.
Yeah, that's true.
Always not someone from within the community.
So that divisional day number 4 would be on Thursday, the 5th of June. June, and I think that would be the start, the build up to Fisherman Birthday, because June is Fisherman Birthday. So the police would be starting the police would be starting it for the community for the Fisherman Day in the first week of June. So please remember our divisional days, and we encourage everyone to be a part of them.
All right. Definitely. Just reiterated it for Gate for Police Week once again. It runs from the 7th of June?
The 7th of June to the 14th.
7th to the 14th. All right. But we heard about all the pre-activities that have been taking place. We heard about that, and we heard about that's what's going to happen from the 7th to the 14th. So we're just awaiting the activity to take place.
Yes.
Definitely. Let me just remind persons of the debate. The preliminary rounds will be next week, Wednesday, 21st of May. From 5 p.m. at the GBSS auditorium. Please come out and support the officers and learn something, be entertained. It's going to be a wonderful experience. Apart from, although I'm biased to debate, I have to agree with Sergeant McLean that the divisional days are extremely important for persons to come out. And of course, police collaborating with the community, it benefits the police a lot, but persons must realize that it benefits them even greater.
Well. Yes.
Now, especially in the divisional days, because when police, you have, as someone living in Grandance, you have to know who the officers are in South St. George. It's very beneficial to you. Yeah. Now, imagine you come to an event. Sergeant McLean is working at South St. George. You don't know her, but you get to know her. Yes. You get to see her running, playing football or netball. You speak to her. Sergeant McLean, can I call you if you have an issue? So you and Sergeant McLean exchange numbers. 2 months down the line, you have an issue.
You can make that call, and she could probably direct you to where you can get some kind of solution to whatever problem you may be having. It's good to develop that relationship with officers. It's good too. I mean, sometimes people in community sees it as some way of not wanting to for some reason, but you want to change that culture. Change that culture of
and all ages. Yesterday I had an experience where a mom was telling a young child, look, the police, I would make up with you in jail, and I had to warn her sternly. And I said, don't do it.
As a youngster growing up, that's something I used to do. Yeah, make the police take care of it.
You're making children fearful of the police, and you don't
want to run towards the police.
Yeah, you don't want the children to be fearful of police, actually. Yeah. So I had to say to her, and I said, do not bother with mommy. Yeah. I said, the police is your friend.
Exactly.
Right? And that is what we want people to understand. So the police is not here as some big bad bully and all of that. So
that's why I say changing the culture. Because there are ways that we see police. We do have a caller. I'm not sure what the caller wants to ask you this morning. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
President, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
You have a very good program, but I was thinking, why is it the commissioner of police wasn't with that group? So, but he could give his general view of his men and working on. But this is just a thought that came to me. So, I don't know. Maybe the next time you have Police Week, you can think of bringing him on the scene. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you for your. Of course, he was asking maybe the commissioner coming. Well, I guess you're representing. I'm not sure what difference he may have said towards what we say.
Everything that we say, it's an echo of the commissioner of police.
All right. So we just have about a minute or so to go before we wrap this morning. Anything in before we say goodbye? We have another caller. Let's see what this caller has to offer before we move on. I hope it's something that caller, your life. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I would like to find out if there is any activity in Carriacou.
Oh,
yes.
Interesting.
We did say earlier that Carriacou will have its special week of activity. So that will be discussed later. We already started the planning for Carriacou. In fact, the chairman of Police Week this year is Simon Douglas. He's the divisional commander of the Northern District, the Northern Division. So caller from Carriacou. Carriacou is very dear to our heart. It's dear to my heart. It's dear to the chairman's heart, because he is the person responsible for that division, that policing area. So he will ensure.
We didn't mention anything about Carriacou. We could have run into trouble for that day.
Yes. So Police Week Carriacou, we're coming to you as well. Once we're done on the mainland, we're coming up to Carriacou.
All right, great. So anything in closing before we take a wrap? Anything closing?
Just to further encourage persons to come out. I'm looking forward to meet persons in the community. I, for one, I love people and dealing with people and serving people. And our objective at the end of the day is to protect and serve.
Yeah.
And we want to encourage that relationship building, as Sergeant McLean would have said earlier. We want to get rid of that stigma of police persons running away from the police, the young kids. Normally when we go out in school, you always find this one child that kind of hides his face on the police side of the corner. And we always have to reassure, no, we're here to help you.
That wrong stigma that you have.
Exactly, exactly. So we want to encourage persons to come out and build a great relationship so that at the end of the day, we can achieve our objective of making Grenada a safe destination, a wonderful destination. We are wonderful people. That is always echoed. I worked at the airport for almost 12 years.
Yeah.
And that's one thing the tourists always say. We are the kindest, most wonderful people. Let's maintain that by working together, collaborating together this Police Week 2025 and further.
All right. Great. Sergeant McLean, anything in closing?
I just want to say and reiterate the theme for Police Week.
Right.
United in service, and let it soak in.
Yeah.
Let it simmer. United in service, committed to community. And the theme, when you think about it, when you really sit and let it marinate, it will let you know what our intentions are going forward. United in service, committed to community.
All right. Well, I want to take your time out for a successful Police Week 2025. Certainly hope all events rolls off smoothly, especially the community engagements. That's something I'm for a whole lot. See the police coming in the community. There are communities that just need a police presence.
Definitely.
You understand? And hopefully not just for the Police Week, as I said, for the entire year. And on a constant level, the police having that engagement with communities. Because sometimes there are a lot of things that the individuals in the community wants to speak to the police about.
Yeah.
But may not want to walk into a police station.
Yeah.
Right.
We're coming to you.
If you come to the individual and have those informal settings, and at times when individuals are going to be around.
Exactly.
Because somebody watch engagements via the social media and said, sometimes not everyone that you may want to speak to is outside 10 o'clock in the morning.
That is true. That is true.
And so I would say sometimes, I think the times are odd that you will visit. Especially, the 4, 5, 6
That's
p.m.
a really good suggestion.
4, 5, 6 p.m. in the afternoon, folks. That's all the times when you see people from work and they want to time you could get to engage. Try to visit 10 o'clock in the morning. Majority of folks may be at work who would really like to have a conversation on the police, and so forth. You understand? Once again, Sergeant McLean, Corporator, thank you once again. See everybody names now. All right.
So pleasure.
Thank you to the management and staff of GBN for having us. Always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. Thank you, folks, once again. Until our next engagement, all the best.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, folks, that's what we're going to take a wrap for this, of course, for today's program of To The Point. Join me again tomorrow for another. Have a good one. Don't we say goodbye.